Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thanks for watching, y'all. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you all so very much. I appreciate you all. And welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not. And the Fair Act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it. Okay, y'all? So, I'm sure you all have heard now that Snooty Wild has passed away, y'all. Okay? I'm going to read the report that they put out. Snooty Wild, the Memphis rapper, who on Gotti's Collective Music Group label scored several hits, including Made Me with C.Camp and Yayo with Gotti, passed away on Saturday, February 26th, one day after he was hit up in the neck and left to pass in a ditch, y'all. Now, there are, conflicting stories coming up. First, they say, some people just jumped out on him or whatever. And now they're saying that he was robbed. Okay, y'all? I have people coming to my page talking about he's not with C.M.G. anymore and he has family and, he has family in Houston. That's why he was there and all of this other stuff. People are saying, people can say what they want to say. But, the proof is in the pudding, y'all. We all know one thing. We know that these two record labels, C.M.G. and the Rap-A-Lot family, just signed two ops of each other. Okay, y'all? I keep telling y'all this. They signed two ops of each other. All right, y'all? And right after they signed these two ops that don't like each other, they're having this big Sacramento beef going on. They each lose an artist or someone close to them. Okay? So C.M.G. lost somebody that they was affiliated with. That's from Memphis. Okay, y'all? And Rap-A-Lot Records, they just lost somebody that was a family member. Okay? So I just find it, very coincidental, if this is a coincidence, that this happened. Right back to back and right after they both signed someone. Ties that's to the both of them. They lose somebody. That's weird to me. I know people will, they will go through everything that you do, just try to nitpick and find anything that they can to go against anything that you say. A lot of people do that. But it is what it is. You cannot get around what's clearly staring you right in your face. These two young men that were just taken out were tied to the same two labels that just signed artists that don't like each other. Okay, y'all? So that itself seems like it's a beef a brewing. It's some kind of war a brewing. Okay? And that's what it looks like. Okay, y'all? Now, somebody brought something to my attention as well about, J.Prince's cousin, because this is who they're saying that the other guy that passed away, the Walter guy, they're saying that that was J.Prince's cousin. Okay? And like I told y'all, something ain't adding up with this whole thing, okay? And look at the direction that it's going in. Now, at first, this stuff was going on about, Dolph and people, there's bodies still dropping, believe it or not. You see that now. But, is it going higher? Ask yourself this question. For these people to be being put in the spotlight and, it's obvious there's some ties mixed up in this with this whole Dolph and all this other stuff that's going on as well, allegedly. There are a lot of ties to the same people that just passed away. Okay? C.M.G. and them being the number one suspects, allegedly, in Dolph's being taken out. Everybody's pointing their fingers at them. Soulja Boy being the one that said that, Dolph was going to be taken out the day before, and his ties with, Rap-A-Lot Records and them. It just makes you wonder if this is a coincidence. Is this karma? That it's still hitting them in particular ways. But see, the thing that why I say it's not a coincidence is, just like I said, when Yo Gotti made that statement talking about he's coming back, stronger, next year, stronger than ever, and all of this, and his name is just, and his record label is staying in the news. The Dolph stuff just happened. Staying in the news. And now this happens, and this is somebody that was tied to him. And it's just, his name is just staying in the news. It's like everybody that has any kind of connection with these guys, y'all got to be careful. Anybody that's tied to these guys, family members, their artists, everybody has to, start paying attention to what's going on around them. They definitely have to do this. So yeah, R.I.P. to Snooty, y'all. Somebody else that's gone for something, something so senseless. All these guys are being taken out, and it just don't make any sense. It really don't. It just don't make sense. Now, another thing that I want to talk about, something that I don't know if anybody else was talking about this. I really don't care. And I know a lot of people watches this guy's page right here, Willie D, y'all. Everybody watches his page and all that good stuff. And yeah, he was a member of, the group that was on Rap-A-Lot Records and this and that. And I don't really watch his page, but every now and then I'll go back and forth and check and see what he's saying about certain things. But you know what I find really odd about this guy? He acts as if he's for the community. He does all these videos and breaking down stuff and, how things are senseless and how, the world is so messed up and this and that and this. But, he never addresses elephants in the room. And he seems as if he's a person that's, I don't know how you want to put it. As long as, there ain't nobody messing with him, he's cool with you. As long as, they ain't messing with me, so we good. He sits up here and he goes to bat for J.Prince. Now, I'm not nobody that just don't have any feelings for people or whatever, okay? If Walter was someone, in J.Prince's family that was, an innocent bystander and had nothing to do with breaking the law and stuff like that, yes, I feel for him. But when you're attached to somebody like J.Prince, and not just J.Prince, look what his son named, look what they call themselves, Mob Taz, okay? Now, Willie D, he wants to get up here and have an interview with, J.Prince and talk about the senseless, stuff that's going on in the world and this and that and that and this. And he wants everybody to, feel sorry for, J.Prince. He wants people to feel sorry for him. Now, I'm going to say this, y'all. Why don't Willie D ever feel sorry for the people that allegedly says that, J.Prince does things to them? Okay, now I'm not 100% sure of what people be saying about J.Prince, but a lot of people act like as if they're petrified of this man. You don't get a, reputation like that and you're a good guy. It's just like Suge Knight. A lot of people is petrified of that man. Okay? So when somebody is petrified of someone, then they're not all that what they're cracked up to be. Okay? So, ask yourself this question. Why does Willie D be so quick to defend this man? But he's not quick to defend the people that, feels threatened by this man? Ask yourself this question, okay? I've always wanted to hear his side of the story as far as, Bushwick Bill whole situation. You're talking about, and I'm not trying to be funny, you're talking about a midget with one eye. And he was bullied by Rap-A-Lot Records. He was bullied. They even sent people over there to jump this guy. Okay? And this is public records. This guy had, the Ghetto Boys and them signed into contracts that didn't have an end date to it, y'all. So you signed a contract with him and you were attached to this man forever. Okay, y'all? Until Bushwick Bill went to court to get an end date for this contract. So, if he want to address something about, J.Prince and, their relationship as far as business and all of this stuff, and his boy out of respect to, one of his fellow members of the group, why don't you address that? Why don't you say anything about, Bushwick Bill being jumped? Why don't you say anything about Bushwick Bill having to sue Rap-A-Lot Records? Because, they were snaking him. Why don't he address any of this? But soon as, something happens to somebody on J.Prince's side of the family, then he jumps on here really, really quick to defend him. Okay? Not only, that, you're defending somebody that clearly calls themselves mob ties. So do he understand the meaning of mob ties, or do he? Or don't he? Because it seems as if Willie D ignores situations just to bring up other situations. Okay, y'all? If he really cared about the community so much or whatever, why don't you address that? Because I would like to hear about that. I would like to hear, J.Prince talk about the lawsuit that Bushwick Bill had to go through to get away from them. I would like to hear about, word on the street, they said he had Bushwick Bill jumped. It's people don't like people just because they just don't like people. People don't like people because of the bullying. Look at all this stuff now. I'm not saying NBA YoungBoy is the, somebody that, people look up to or whatever. He got a lot of fans. But at the same time, this guy was clearly being bullied. He was being bullied right in our faces before he was locked up by J.Prince. So why didn't Willie D get up there and defend this young man and say, I don't like how, J.Prince and them is moving. Because allegedly they're saying that J.Prince sent some goons over there to, take NBA YoungBoy's like keys or whatever to his cars and all kind of stuff and umbrellas out his cars, and told him if he wanted stuff back to come back, come to him to get it. Because, NBA YoungBoy didn't want to talk to him about whatever he wanted to talk to him about. Okay? So, why don't he address the bullying? But he addresses when anybody does anything wrong to J.Prince. But you don't address when J.Prince does things to other people. I don't get it. I do not get it. He do not see this is a form of bullying. That, people are saying, if you come to our state and you want to do a concert, you got to check in with us. If you don't check in with us, then whatever happened. I mean, people not even allowed to have their own security when they're going from state to state now. These, and I'm going to just call it like it is. These record label goons is tied to these, street associate goons. And this is a part of their come up now. This is a part of them keeping, street associates getting a little pocket change, and them, staying in control. So why don't Willie D talk about any of this? If he is like this professional man that, the voice of reason on YouTube now. Because everybody asks us if, what he says is golden. So why don't you say anything about the things that need to be said? Things to be said about. J.Prince was one of the last people that came to visit Mo3. Mo3 was clearly, people was trying to extort him out of money. And this is what J.Prince is known for doing. So, is J.Prince, is Willie D just his little cheerleader? Ask yourself this question. Because we know that, celebrities managers and stuff, they have people blogging. They use people's pages to protect people and, keep their images up. So, is his page to keep up, J.Prince's image, to protect him from whatever. And like I said, by no means am I saying, it's okay for them to have took out his cousin or whatever. But like I said, people was bringing to my attention something that was really, I had to think about that, because they was like, what if, it was an inside job that, Walter was taken out? What if, his own crew of people knew that he was about to be arrested? Is he a weak link? Is he somebody that might have talked? Do he know things? And they had to get him out the way. Ask yourself this question. Because if you think about injustices and stuff that's going on, if you think about the film that was just showed to us. Now, of course, J.Prince had a recording, and, the private investigators or whatever they was, the bounty people, they have a recording, okay? And they're showing two different things. Both recordings are showing two different things. And I'm going to just stick to this, because from what I'm looking at from that footage, the bounty guys are in the wrong. So if we see it, and everybody else see it, then why haven't they been arrested? Ask yourself this question. Okay, y'all? Why haven't these bounty guys been arrested? If they just blatantly just taking somebody out, the way they just did, and they have footage and everything, shouldn't there be an arrest warrant for these guys? This whole thing is weird, y'all. And it's crazy. Everything that's happening, that's going down with these rappers and stuff, a lot of them, their real hitters are getting away. And they're getting people, the crash dummies to come in and do a little time, and they get right out, and then, they sweep it under the rug. And a lot of these crimes don't make no sense. A lot of them don't make any sense. The way they pulled up on this guy and all of that, it looked as if it was a hit. It looks like a hit. It didn't look like they was about to arrest nobody and take nobody in. It looked like they was coming to rob somebody. That's what it looked like to me. They were on a mission. Now, who sent these guys for the mission? We don't know. Was it an inside, like some people are saying? Okay, because I get a lot of messages. A lot of people, it's starting to say, was it an inside job? Some people, they'll take out their own people just so that, look what happened to Lil Sock, y'all. Okay? Everybody was saying Lil Sock was taken out by his own crew. That trapped him. Okay, y'all? Sometimes people take out people in their own crew because they might talk. Now, due to the fact that he had warrants out for him, did other people know he had warrants out for him too? Because if he had these warrants, the family and close people, they knew he was about to be arrested. Did they fear that he would say something about something that he shouldn't be talking about? I don't know. But these are, some of the messages that I'm getting. Like, maybe, that is a thought. And to be honest, that's a good point. Very good point. They usually cruise if they have somebody that knows stuff. And this is what I think happened to, that Drakeo guy. I think he knew something. And they got rid of him because he was a weak link. Because he's somebody that could have got arrested and he was going to tell if somebody would have brought up Mo3 or something like that. And I think he knew something about that whole thing. Because, I'm going to still stick to it. I think Drakeo was used to help finish up that Mo3 movie. Because he looks like him. And y'all notice how all of the people that's passing away right now are passing away from the same little clique of people. Pay this all attention, y'all. Okay? Pay everything attention. And pay attention to the cheerleaders, like right here. Okay? That jumps up here and gets thousands and thousands and thousands of views for having J.Prince on there, talking about injustice when clearly, now this is allegedly, because I don't know if J.Prince is this big bad monster that everybody is people saying that he is, but he has a lot of fear in a lot of people. And when, like I told you, when you have fear in people, that means you're out here doing something, y'all, that you shouldn't be doing. Okay? Something that you shouldn't be doing. If people are that scared of you, you're not you're not soft in the least little bit. You're out here handling business. Okay? If this is the way people look up to him like that. Okay? So, I just find it odd. Last year, somebody came into, I think it was last year, year before last. I think it was last year, though. Somebody took out one of his nephews. They came into a garage where he was at and took him out. Now the next year, a cousin is taken out. Willie D want people to think that this is all about, injustice and, they're targeted, which they could be targeted, but could it be from some of the dirt that they're doing to other people? Could it be from a beef brewing with another record label? Could it be, some of the extortion stuff that people was talking about? Could it be from some of this stuff too, y'all? That's all I'm saying. Okay? It's not always the person that, out here doing stuff to people, allegedly. It's just like Trap now in Yellow now. They were out here hating on Mo3, taking out his boys, doing all of this mess, okay? And then as soon as Mo3 start coming back at them, at their boys, then you want to cry wolf. You want to act like, we have to get rid of this big bad wolf, this problem. When you make the problem. And this is the same thing I'm trying to say about, right now. Is, the Prince of Darkness. Is some of this stuff coming back on him because of his business ties? I said this when the nephew was taken out in the garage. I was like, did the nephew get taken out because of something that the uncle was involved with in the family? Because, just last year, I think it was last year, yeah. J.Prince Jr. just got out of jail. And they was filming him getting out of prison. And before the film went off, soon as they went to pick him up and bringing him his gifts and all of this stuff and his boys showing up, he was like, let's get back to this mob business. Okay? So they're proud of the fact that they're, a strong street association. Okay? And, like he said, let's get back to it. Let's get back to business. So ask yourself why Willie D ignores the fact that, he is taken up for a known street associate that allegedly, extorts other artists for their money, beats people out of their money, allegedly with these, wicked contracts. And ask yourself why Willie D did he post anything about, the artist that passed away? Remember I told y'all that, one of rap artists passed away last year and nobody mentioned it. No, it was brushed under the rug. I even had people coming to my page when I first said it, and they was like, "You're lying. Ain't nothing happened to him." And then I was like, "Okay." Then a few days later, people were saying, "Yeah, he did pass." But Rap-A-Lot never said one of our, Rap-A-Lot artists just passed away. It was none of that, y'all. So why didn't Willie, big Willie D right here, why didn't he say anything about that? Ask yourself this question. Why do he pick and choose who to protect and who to this and that? But he acts as if he is for the community. Just ask yourself this question, y'all. That's all I want to know. Okay, y'all? Anyway, let me get ready for my cash giveaway. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, these hypocrites out here, I don't know what to say for them. Some people is, when I look at him and I look at Scarface, and I know that they, Scarface, I try to give him a pass because, he don't act like his music, all gangstified, okay? I try to give Scarface somewhat a pass because he been so sick with, all them treatments and all kind of stuff that Scarface went through, okay, with the Ghetto Boys. He's been so sick. All kind of stuff that he has went through. So I kind of give him a pass that he don't just jump out and talk about, things like this. But this one right here is hard to give him a pass. When you got video after video after video going up talking about, how stuff is not equal. Okay? That things is always one-sided. And, how things are so bad, the stuff that's going on in the world. When you got this guy that's want to be the face of, us, okay? But you are not addressing everything all around the border. You're just addressing one thing. Look at stuff from other people's point of view of what they're going through too, okay? They're all ganging up on NBA YoungBoy. Everybody, okay? Nobody's paying no attention to this. Why Willie D ain't putting nothing out about, all of this stuff? Why he choose to defend people is just like I say about, certain bloggers. They defend everybody that everybody points the finger at, saying that they had something to do with something. Those are the ones they defend. And it's just another channel that does this. That's all I'm saying. He always defending, J.Prince, like J.Prince is so innocent. Okay? And like I told you, I don't be around J.Prince. I don't know all his business. But I'm going to just say, from what you hear and what, how people react to his name even being said, it just makes you wonder. Okay? Is there truth to all the rumors of the extortion, all the rumors of, and everything ain't rumors. Just like I said, go look up, pull up the lawsuit that Bushwick Bill had to fight J.Prince now. Okay? So that he can get out of a contract that was started in the 90s, y'all. Okay? So, I don't know. I just see that as being a hypocrite. You cannot care about some people in the community and then don't care about others that's being bullied. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, y'all, please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thanks so much for watching. Peace.